Hey everyone, I just wanted to talk to you for a little bit about some of the recent events and then also some of the responses that I've been getting to that, and I wanted to kind of weigh in and give my own 2 cents, I guess, to some of the conversation topics. But yeah, we lost Flash, you know, as you know, and then very shortly after we hi Sarah. Very shortly after we lost Tawny, 17-year-old Tawny, almost 18 years old, and she had a very rapid onset of very severe pneumonia, and yeah, that it was tremendously fast how that whole thing happened, how it went down. Um, in fact, I think the last time that I even spoke to her was as I was filming the last webcast, which is, yeah, it's one of those kind of things where really drives home the point where, you know, especially with the type of facility that cares that we take care of, with all of the geriatric cats, that these various types of old age afflictions that can cause just a rapid deterioration, they happen, and when they do, I mean, it's it's difficult to be ready for it. So I guess you just gotta always act as if, you know, the last, you know, the every time you say hi to them might be the last time you say hi to them. She was a sweet girl. She was a sweet girl. And now she's with Roscoe, so that's okay. Um, a lot of people, they've expressed a lot of condolences, which thank you so much for that. They've expressed condolences to me, to Heidi, to the staff, to the facility, to, you know, good vibes to the animals. A lot of people have been very affected by the loss of Flash and by the loss of Tawny in such a short period of time, which is, it's very nice when you can see that outpouring of support from the community. Um, and a lot of people, some people have been saying just like, "Oh my gosh, I can't imagine how you feel," and if you have to take time, hold on, that is my chest, that is my skin. Like if you have to take time from like filming and doing stuff like that, then go ahead. We understand. Um, and I appreciate that, but I don't. I think I wanted to illuminate a little bit about just because everyone has their own process. Everyone reacts to loss differently. Everyone processes it differently. And with with the ones that we were experiencing lately, um, yes, they hurt, and emotionally they could become, and especially like with Flash, because it was such a prolonged experience, and it was so just mentally and emotionally draining for a lot of different people because of just how the extended period of time that we were dealing with it. And I know that it was a fairly um, short period of time between when the announcement was made and then when he finally did pass, but you know, like when we were taking care of him, it was a while. And when you expend that much emotional energy, and only to have it happen, there's a numbness that can build and it can accrue, and yeah, that's it stinks. Um, because Heidi had told me that Tawny she was really sick and she had pneumonia, and I'm just like, I, damn it, because I wasn't there. You know, I'm here with Sarah. I'm working on videos, and I'm doing content stuff and administrative stuff, but I'm not doing actual out there physical cat stuff. Besides this cat, and yeah, the reaction to the Tawny news, it's like it sucks, and you feel it, but well, but it's like it's like, oh jeez, no. But it's not like I like, oh my world, oh my, it just you don't have that same sensibility. And then Heidi calls again, and then later to provide updates, and she tells me I think Tawny's dying. And then it just kind of you're numb, and you're just like I don't know what to say. To, I mean, there's not really any words I can say to make either one of us feel good in this moment. And then, she calls later, and over the course of how many hours or days, that Tawny's illness took place. And then the last, she called and she's like, Tawny passed away. And then you're there, and then you just hear it and you absorb that information, and then you just think, well, at least she's not suffering anymore. I got to go to work. And sometimes I do worry about the volume, because the amount of loss that you experience over time, and I'm not going to say that it takes away your care. It doesn't. I mean, my love and the care that I want to give is very large, but just how it eats at you, and how maybe a little bit stony you kind of become over time. And it sets in a little bit more, and different ones affect you in different ways. But there's a lot of support from a lot of people. A lot of people were very affected by this whole thing. There were some people and this was, and I can't judge. And there were some people, and I'm gonna be honest, it was disappointing when they said, I can't follow you anymore because this is too painful. This is too triggering. It's too difficult. And I don't know what these people's individual circumstances are, and I'm not going to try to presume to know what sort of individual experiences, life experiences that these individuals may have to make them come to that, conclusion. But just, I can't say that I'm not disappointed in the sentiment, because then I think about like me or Heidi or Rachel or Jamie or the interns or the other people who make care what it is, who have stuck it out through thick and thin, ups and downs, life and death, and they're still kicking. They're still kicking. And I mean, imagine if like Heidi said, like, I can't take care of the cats anymore. Like, I'm too triggered. Again, I don't want to try to put a spotlight on certain people, and I don't want to judge, but it was something that I felt like it was worth commenting on. But it made me think, and this is going to get a little bit nerdy, but do you remember at the end of the first Lord of the Rings movie with, the Fellowship is broken, Boromir just died, spoiler alert, sorry. But Merry and Pippin were taken by the Uruk-hai, and Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli, they took his gauntlets, they stuffed him in a boat, and they sent it over a waterfall, and they're like, we gotta go. We got work to do. We gotta get Merry and Pippin. We're not gonna let them suffer. Not while we still draw breath. So, yeah. That's how you gotta look at things sometimes. You just gotta keep on... You take the gauntlets, You always carry it with you. The thing to remember them by. And then you turn your sights towards the living. And that's how you keep on moving. So, just a couple different things, a couple bits of insight that I wanted to kind of express. You think that I got everything? Hmm? Did I hit all the topics? Yes, indeed. All right. No, that's it. I'll talk to you folks later.